Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
An advantage. And maybe the last one, before we go on to the apparent downside, would be clothing options. And I think we talked about that before, whereby women without judgment can choose to wear masculine or feminine types of apparel, types of clothing, without that judgment or being laughed at or viewed as strange. Whereas, short of declaring Scottishness or maybe Irishness, a man can't sort of wear a dress or a skirt. Some do if that's their inclination, but they do so with the risk, I guess, of being, ridiculed perhaps by some. So I think women have much easier to express how they're feeling through their clothing options, what they choose to wear on a particular day. They've got a vast range of things they can do to express their personality, their mood, that just any part of what they're thinking, really. Whereas with us guys, I suppose we're limited to sort of a suit, trousers, jeans, shorts, and that's pretty much it. So that's one comparison, the clothing options between the two, that probably many women would say is an advantage. So yeah, they're the can you think of any other advantages we mentioned last week?
Yeah.
I think we probably covered them, didn't we?
There was the one about, I just remembered just now while he was talking.
One we did say, so just to sort of help you there, we talked about being ladylike. And I saw a definition in one of these researches which says how to act ladylike. And this is what girls, I guess, are taught and trained when they're young. Carry yourself with dignity, speak with kindness and treat others with respect. Elevate your presence with poise by mastering social etiquette, graceful posture and refined communication. Showing up consistently and consistently showing up by building ladylike habits into your daily activities and rituals. Now that's all very well, and I think a lot of girls, a lot of women might say, well, it's a lot to live up to. There's more about us than just having to sort of stay within this almost rigid posture, this rigid situation. And I guess that feeling of rebellion almost gave way to that great song by Shania Twain, Man, I Feel Like a Woman, because it talks about, women, they have the prerogative to do what they dare, do it with their hair, wear men's shirts, short skirts, all the things that reflect that kind of rebellious side to a woman, which is part of her makeup in a way. This desire to be fun, to enjoy good things, which is not to say that those things are always unladylike, but it probably is sometimes a bit of a bane to be constantly thinking, am I doing the ladylike thing? Because it is possibly easier, for us men to sort of, blurt something out in a conversation which might be a bit risque, or whereas a woman would feel, I've got to be seen to be correct. And thankfully, I think over the last probably 10, 20, 30 years, things are changing. The genders are kind of merging a bit together in these ways. But yeah, so I think women probably have learned to enjoy themselves as individuals as they've gained more acceptance, more equalization with the male, because that really is what has happened, isn't it, between the genders?
Yeah.
So let's go on.
I've remembered it now. The chromosome. They say we live longer than men because they have this double chromosome. Is that correct?
Yeah, the XX.
Yeah. So
that's absolutely right. And it's interesting because that's why they live longer. That was another wasn't it? Another advantage that women tend in most developed countries to be 3 to 5 years. They live longer on average than men. And a lot of that is because they've got better immunity and they fight diseases better than the male. And that's because they have the two X chromosomes. And basically there's genetic material which is clever enough to shut down some genes in the system that would cause possible health problems, and that do cause health problems. So by definition, the two X's with this material is attached to those X chromosomes. It gives them a better immunity and fighting ability for disease and illness. Now, obviously, us chaps, we've got one X chromosome and one Y. So we get a bit of the benefit of that X chromosome, but not to the degree that women do. It gives them a safer health in their lives for that reason. So the X chromosomes do make a difference. And as you say, their health is significantly better than men. And as I say, when we look at these things, let me read you at this point. I've got some more negatives coming up, but it is interesting to see.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor and Emmy Hikins. The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us. Please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.